what has been your experience with the staff of the theater and dance department?
They are amazing. So, most recently I was in the play You and Me in the Space Between, which was directed by Rivka and Carrie, and that was such a positive environment. I always went in there knowing that even if I was struggling with something, they were gonna find a way to help me through it, and it was an experience like never before. And the fact that they wanted to hear our ideas, the characterizations and the blocking and the choreography was all it was all collaborative, and they were so open about that.
7.10, go.
And I feel like going into that space, you feel equal to them, and it's never afraid to speak up and ask for help or ask for more direction. So I thought that working with them was great.
Carrie is actually the reason that I am doing a musical theater minor, because I was originally just taking a musical theater dance class just for fun, and then I decided to do the minor, and it's been really great.
From a Crane student perspective, how has the department affected you?
Yeah, so as Crane students, right, all of our operas that we do, our influence are helped with the theater and dance department. Right, so we do the singing part and they do everything else. And for me, at least, the staging, the choreography is what makes a performance.
What impact has the petition had on the department and the community so far?
Yeah, so the in-person petition, the one that we're getting physical signatures on, has over 150 signatures of students. So that's all students on campus. And then the online petition's reached alumni, families, future students. It's reached several different states outside of New York, has over 2,600 signatures in support of the Theater, Dance, and Arts Management Department. So that has been really wonderful. And many of the signatures are of students, alumni, faculty, and community members.
I know that being the creator of this video makes me a little bit biased, but I think all of us who are in support of the theater and dance department. We as students spend so much time in the department, and we're behind all of the performances that the community enjoys, whether it's a black box production of the semester, or the 18 and up improv performances, or the showcase of the student choreographers, or the Crane Opera production of the semester. The outside community only sees a fraction of what happens in the department and only sees a fraction of how much work goes into it.
I like it, the growth, the light, the pain, the fight. We love, we fight, we hurt, we cry. He paid the price, you'll be. I think I need some time away.
The professors also put so much work into these projects. They make so much effort to make sure that we're working hands-on, and they're so open to newer, more progressive discussion with their students. They're always looking for improvements within their instruction, and it's almost impossible to tell the professors what they need improvement on, because the simple fact that they're trying and they're open to change is all we could really ever ask of them. Not only do the professors work hard in class, they work hard out of it too. They stay in the buildings late to work on the productions and projects, and they put their heart and soul into every piece of the show possible. My name is Sophie Luzzi, and I support the renewal of the Theater, Dance, and Arts Management professor contracts.
My name is John George, and I support the renewal of the Theater, Dance, and Arts Management professor contracts.
I'm Hunter Sharoon.
I'm Phil Veluzzi.
I'm Carter Schultz. And I'm Lex Jerome.
And we support the renewal of the Theater, Dance, and Arts Management professor contracts.
Yay!
Hi, my name is Lauren Foley, and I support the renewing of the Theater and Dance professor contracts.
We support the renewal of the Theater, Dance, and Arts Management professor contracts.
I am Luis Chavez, and I support the renewal of Theater and Dance professor contracts.
We are the studio of Professor Donald George, and we support the renewal of the Theater, Dance, and Arts Management professor contracts.